One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. The Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Texas State Bobcats offense will have the opening possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Jones to throw. That's caught. It's Tuggle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
Gets it out fast. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Bobcats come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down.
And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bobcats.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will have its first possession of the game. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on... Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre. And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Back to the ground with the running back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
That probably looked way better on the play sheet than it did on the field. The screen gets nothing.
Yeah, it didn't look good on the field, that's for dang sure. You know, you got to invite those guys up the field and kind of sell that you're going to throw the ball deep on a screen. They didn't sell it real well. Defense did not bite at all. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, nowhere to go.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Open space in the middle. Touchdown, Penn State. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. Looking for the time with the extra point.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Bobcats headed quickly to the line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Jones wants to throw it. Punch it out of the air.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with the wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
To the air on second down. Quick completion on the out. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Leaves it with the running back.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Moves around to clear up the vision. He'll pull it down and run. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, give on the inside. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Quarterback on the keeper. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bobcats have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Calls his own number. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Go with the option, quarterback keeps it himself, and look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook. Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you've got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close, punch it in for a touchdown here, Paulie.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Fourth and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Jones to throw. Touchdown, Bobcats. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Off-play action on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Cobb. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Well, they execute the end route. And how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Gets the back moving. They'll run the option. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. And the Nittany Lions have their offense in high gear. On the move. That's a fumble on the play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Toss sweep to the left. Got the first down. Looking for more. Turning it on. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. He's now up to 77 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Grinding and pushing his way, and man, he got behind his pads, but they get him stopped just inches away from the goal line. Trying to barge in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense. Now you're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big 2nd down. Here probably expecting the offense to throw with a little bit more room to work with.
He's got it. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll move the wide receiver. Jones wants to throw it. Fires into the end zone. He gets it in. Touchdown, Texas State.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Indiana is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Coastal Carolina. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got the quick completion. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Here's the pressure. They've got the screen set up. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Wants to keep it in the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Jones to throw. He'll take the deep shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Might be calling a hot route. Off the play fake on first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got enough for the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Looking downfield on first down. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Now they'll run it to the right here. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Beaver Stadium.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Give to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Bobcats are in the hurry up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Big 3rd down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. Jones wants to throw it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Man, last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Motion from the back. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Works the middle of the field. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result...
There he goes. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Bobcats have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Using the quick game. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Rides the back on the option, the give. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bobcats trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. A first down run in the red zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Jones to throw. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Bobcats. Fit it in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking to throw on first down. He's got him in the flat. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Leaves it with the back. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Finds a man on the right. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Give to the running back. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Motion from the wideout. Jet sweep to the receiver. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone.
And that's the hard thing about defending this play. You got so much speed coming across the formation. They can get to the edges quickly, and you limit the damage. It's not a huge play, but they pick up a little chunk and a little chunk, and you put those together, and they can get you first downs.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent.
Makes the grab past the marker. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
We've come to the break, and Texas State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. A third down try for the offense. Jones wants to throw it. Dumps it off in the flats.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on third down and try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
The kick is on its way. Makes the catch at the 35. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Grabbed in the middle, it's Tuggle. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Off play action. Lets it fly. Grabs it at the 25 in stride.
Remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
The run from the shotgun. Discards him with the stiff arm. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game.
Trying to rumble in. Touchdown, Bobcats. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit. Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
It'll be 3rd and long.
Here we go, here we go.
Scanning the field, it's Stewart. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. He's got it. He gets a block. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll do it himself. Quarterback gets enough. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's going to run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They're facing a 3rd down.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Swings it out to his running back. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that 1st down marker. It'll be 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Gonna run it. It's Gore. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Gives it on the option. Breaks the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. to the ground with the back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Stewart. Fires to the middle. He makes the catch. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Running to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Caught over the middle. It's Sims. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Back to throw, it's Stewart. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Good right down the boulevard. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say now. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great off.
Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. And the Bobcats in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going to let it go. Makes the grab inside the 30. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Right on the money. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. The Bobcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. He wants it all. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Someone say run out the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And he puts through the extra point.
49, Penn State, 10.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Back to pass, it's Stewart. Under fire. Here's a throw downfield late. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition.